Now I'm entering the famous UNESCO recognized Brihadisvara Temple in Thanjavur. An amazing structure. See that as we walk in, there are like almost one, two, three. We have to go through these three entrances, the main dwaras. Let me move my camera as much as I can to get the whole view. This is the 1,000-year-old famous Shiva temple called Brihadisvara Temple, built by the Cholas. I'm going to take this so that people who want to read this can freeze and read. This is pretty much the map of this famous temple, the layout. I think with the sun on this side, it's a little hard to get. Beautiful, and these are the various, the entrance and other details, the entire, you read this, you'll get through the whole thing. And these are all marked, like 1, 2, 3. 1 is the Maratha entrance, Kerala Nadagan Thiruvisil, Rajaraja Chola I, and there are things like that. Because Thanjavur and the Marathas have a common history, because it was ruled in the, I think, 15th century or 16th century by the half-brother of Shivaji, the Bhosle family. The Bhosle families, I guess, yeah. So this is the main entrance to the temple. We can hear the hymns, the Shaivite hymns, the glorification of Shiva as we walk in. Now this is where we came from. If you see, look at the imposing structures that were made. And look at each of the corners, they're like tomb they have created. That was their style at the time, I guess. And now here comes the most imposing structure of this temple. Oh, imposing structure of this temple. Yeah, that's beautiful, amazing. This is what we all come for. You see that huge dome which is kept right on top. It's one of those massive stone that was taken up there. And it makes one wonder how that was taken up. Probably they had to lay a 5-kilometer or 8-kilometer ramp and use elephants to take it up. This is the courtyard. This entire thing is a courtyard. Let me give a 360 view of the entire courtyard. I'm giving you a 360-degree view of the courtyard. And that's the Nandi, the big bull, which you'll find in front of every temple of Shiva. Wait a minute. Amazing. This is the big bull they call Nandi. Let me get near to it so that you can hear the Shaivite hymns that's playing in the background. This is the big bull. Another massive structure. Let me take. Now we can see from here. So that's they call it Nandi. Look at all the murals up there, the beautiful paintings. And we know that we have heard about Thanjavur painting, right? Where it originated from. This is that city. Look at this. And this is the sacred pillar we call as Gangaikondacholeeswaram. And that's the main temple. Isn't that amazing? I mean, we have heard people talk about this temple. Now I know why. It's definitely a UNESCO Heritage place. I mean, it's just amazing, beautiful laid out, massive area around it. And a lot of people can walk around very comfortably. Look at this entire thing. Just marvelous. Now continuing my journey on the famous Brihadisvara Temple, and just walking around, going in circles. Let me try to move it up. Yeah, look at this. I'm going to take maybe some different angles. But this is the entire quadrangle that I'm walking through, 360 degrees. It's a huge temple. Obviously, Tamil Nadu weather is quite hot. I'm not used to walking barefoot, so that's another experience. But look at all the sculptures. Very, very tall structure. This is the Kovil. Huh? Enna Kovil? Vinayagar Kovil. Okay, that's a Ganesha temple. And the Kovil on there. Murugar. Okay, that is the two sons of Shiva, Muruga and Ganesha. Both the temples are here. You know, you can see them here. This is the rear of the huge, famous Gopuram. Now I have come to the rear of the temple. This is the famous Ganesha temple of Lord Ganesha, and that's Muruga, both his sons. And this is the rear of the huge, massive Gopuram that it is known for. Nice, beautiful, almost like the courtyard of the temple is amazing. Tamil Nadu weather, it's hot, so not used to barefoot. They have put some carpets around, but there are a lot of areas where you have to walk barefoot. So one has to bear the heat. Now it's better. Big summer, they say it's terrible. So wearing a socks is preferable when you walk around here. Just had the darshan of Ganesha. This was actually not part of what Rajaraja Chola I built. This was built by the Marathas. That is Shivaji's half-brother who ruled here. This and the big bull that we saw, these two were built by the Marathas later on in the 18th century. I believe there was an earlier Ganesha statue here, which apparently it was kind of disfigured, so they made a new one. And I think they have kept it somewhere in the back and they moved it. And so was the Nandi. There used to be a bull, but it was a smaller one, and later on Shivaji built, Shivaji's half-brother, Bhosles, who ruled here, Thanjavur, which was under the Marathas. That was when they built it. So this Ganesha temple, the Ganesha deity in this temple is the one that the Marathas built. And let's see here what is kept here in this temple. There's many lingas here. Many lingas here, you know. Look at this number of Shivalingas. And yeah, this was the one that used to be here in before they built the new one. So this I'm able to capture probably. So we got to see this is the original one built by Rajaraja Chola. Apparently they have covered it with a cloth. Must be that is the hand that got disfigured. Possibly. So something that we learned. You can see the number of lingas that's kept over here. Look at this. I mean, I lose count. There are so many such places around this courtyard. It's filled with, Navagraha. Yeah. It's all written in Tamil, unfortunately, guys. I cannot decipher much of it. Look at here. Let me take a view of this from the rear. A lot of pigeons enjoying what Rajaraja Chola built. That's the massive Gopuram from the rear. And this is the Ganesha temple. Vigraham. Oh my God. My beautiful linga over here. See here. So many such. Here. 3 of them. And look at everywhere there's nice paintings. You know. We have always heard about Thanjavur painting. So this is what it is. Everywhere you'll see lingas. There's a Nandi here, Nandi lingas, you know, tons of them. This is bang behind the Gopuram. Unbelievable. The sun is shining right on top of the Gopuram. Very majestic look. This tall Gopuram is 216 feet tall, and the dome has that stone which is 80 tons. And the linga inside is the largest probably linga in India of any Shiva temple. And the Nandi, the bull that's right in front, that's made from one monolithic structure. It weighs around close to 26 to 30 tons. So you can imagine the size of each of these. And around this Gopuram, you know, the big one that I'm referring to, the Brihadisvara's Gopuram, there are like several sculptures depicting different poses of Bharatanatyam dance. So that's something interesting for art lovers. They can come and spend time observing those, you know, in close shots. You need to take it, zoom in and see each one, you know, for a dancer, they can really probably get some ideas on when they perform next. So imagine these were all built 1,000 years ago, and there's a lot of paintings around. Some of them have been like what you see here, you see. Unfortunately, they have been smudged and messed around. But these are all the famous Thanjavur paintings, which, you know, sadly, you know, at some period of time, there were not enough people to care for them, and it got messed up. But now it being a UNESCO Heritage Site, this is a whole different story now. But definitely make it a point to visit this great, wonderful temple. I'm sure many of you would have visited, but for those who are not visited, make it a point to come to Thanjavur and do not miss this marvel. See, this is the interior of the Parvati temple, what they call is the Ammal Kovil. Look at the murals here. These are all beautiful, beautiful. Unfortunately, not preserved the way it should be. And we go to Vatican and Rome, whatever, and Spain, and kind of go crazy with the paintings when our own folks had done wonders, probably in 5th, 6th, 7th centuries. Look at this. So beautiful. So beautiful is this. Look at all the pillars. So nicely on. This is the Amman Kovil of something to read. Okay, this is the beautiful temple of Parvati in Thanjavur.